Once upon a time, in the Sundar kingdom, there lived an old, poor man. Despite his humble circumstances, he was known throughout the land for his wisdom and his beautiful white horse. The horse was the most stunning in the entire kingdom, so much so that even the king envied the old man for possessing such a magnificent creature. Many wealthy individuals, and even the king himself, had offered the old man vast sums of money in exchange for the horse. But the old man always refused those who offered to buy the horse. The old man would simply say, "This horse is not just an animal. It is a member of my family. It is not something to be sold for money." One day, to his dismay, the old man discovered that his beloved horse was missing from the stable. He searched everywhere, asking the townsfolk if they had seen it, but no one had. The news quickly spread across the kingdom, and people began to gather around the old man's home. They pitied him and some even mocked him, saying, "We knew this would happen one day. How could a poor, old man like you protect such a valuable horse? You should have sold it when you had the chance." The old man remained calm and responded, "The only truth right now is that the horse is not in the stable. Everything else is just speculation. We shall see what happens next." A month passed, and then one night, the horse returned. But it wasn't alone. Along with it came a dozen wild horses of the same breed. The news of this miraculous event spread like wildfire through the kingdom. People once again gathered at the old man's house, now to congratulate him. "You were right," they said. "Losing the horse wasn't bad luck after all. It was a blessing in disguise. Now, you can become a wealthy horse trader." The old man remained unshaken by their words and replied, "The only truth here is that my horse has returned, and it brought 12 more horses with it. Everything else is just a story. We shall see what happens next." The old man's son, eager to help his father, began training the wild horses. But after just a few days, he fell from one of the horses and broke his leg. Once again, people gathered around the old man, this time to express their sorrow. "You see," they said, "those 12 horses were not a blessing but a curse. Now your only son is injured, and who will help you in your old age?" But the old man, ever wise, simply said, "The only truth is that my son has broken his leg. It's uncertain what will happen next, but everything is as it should be." Time passed, and the kingdom was suddenly attacked by a powerful enemy. The king's army, overwhelmed by the sudden assault, began to falter. In desperation, the king ordered that all able-bodied young men in the kingdom be conscripted into the army. Because the old man's son had a broken leg, he was spared from going to war. Once again, the people came to the old man, this time crying and lamenting their fate. "You were right, old man. Your son's injury has proven to be a blessing. He is safe at home while our sons have gone to war, and we don't know if they will ever return." The old man listened and then said, "The only truth is that your sons have gone to war, and mine has stayed behind. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, no one can say. Life is full of twists and turns, and we should not be quick to judge any situation as good or bad. What matters is how we respond to life's challenges." The old man continued, "We often judge life based on one incident, but life is much more than a single event. We must live in the present moment and accept things as they come, without attaching labels of good or bad. Focus on your actions and thoughts, for they are within your control, and they will bring you true happiness. Do not be swayed by the opinions of others, for when you do, your mind becomes restless. Instead, stay focused on what truly matters in life, and you will find peace and contentment." And so, the old man lived the rest of his days with a calm heart, untouched by the opinions and judgments of others, finding joy in the simple act of living in the moment.